Oh, vegan. Oh, yeah. Early morning belly rubs. Yeah, that good girl. She loves sitting out here, and then she'll go inside and get on that cold concrete. Yeah. Oakley dokley. Good morning, y'all. It's LA Appliance Guy. Josh, the LA Appliance Guy, down in Lower Alabama. Appliance Wonderland. Look at this baby. Okay, first off, what do you see? The lid lock is unlocked. It's unlatched, so it's not mounted properly. Clear sign the tub was beating around. Look at how bouncy the suspension is, okay? But also, look at the drum movement. That is the inner drum moving on the shaft. That's no bueno. This likely will need the trifecta. If you've seen any of my other videos before, that's the suspension rods, the basket hub, and the basket bushing, the red bushing down in there. This one has the random stick agitator, so I've got 4 dryers to check, but I'm over dryers this morning. Let's get this washer taken care of. Wabba-bam, let's do it. Before we get started, I gotta give a shout out to my guy, SRD124, some random dude. He's been with us a long time and he's always commenting and leaving positive feedback, so I gotta give him a shout out. So thank you, some random dude. You're awesome. Okay, so really before we do anything, we've got to get the agitator out to see if the shaft is in good shape. Gotta peek the shaft, see if the splines are good. But let's go ahead and pull the codes real quick, see what codes we get. I bet we get a F0E5. Yeah, off balance. Already putting these babies into the diagnostic mode. This is a VM style with a belt. Left, right, 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 left, right. Flash mode. Turn it once to done, hit start, and that is codes. That is not a code. You have to turn it one time. There it is. F0E5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. So the F is the first, that's 0, and then without that flashing is E. So you have F, E, F, E, F0, E5, and then F2, E1. I think that's stuck button. They all kind of get that, I think. All right, now turn it back to flashing and hold it to clear it. Bada boom, now the codes are cleared. But goodness gracious, this hub is still intact, but look at the movement in the drum. You can see it. Let's get this agitator out. 1 7/16. Safety second. Get down in there. Get down in there. Oh, I missed it. Come on, come on. Man, she's in there. So like I said, we got to get this out before we even know if we can fix it. It's Judy chop time. So these tall random stick agitators are usually easier to get out than the short flat wash plate, but this one is fighting. Sometimes they want to fight. Lower Alabama Appliance Ninja. All right, we'll go ahead and get the back grooves out. Go. Hey, you go too. There's one here and there's one on the other side. Grab this baby, pull it forward, lean it back. Okay. Try not to scratch your lid. I know people are always mad when I'm rough with them. Look at the movement of the inner drum versus the top cap. That's our problem there. So, suspension's bouncy. And the hub is actually still grabbing, but we got to see the shaft. We could do all this work, getting the agitator out, getting the tub out, and the shaft be just smooth as could be. and then it's trash, but we'll have to see. Success. Now we got to get the clip loose. This little U retainer clip here. Sorry for the super loud, beautiful direct drive. I just put a center seal on. Look at that baby. Roper, heavy duty, super good capacity, 8 cycle, 2-speed combination. Wham bam. Then we got this junk. Okay, 6 Phillips. Dang, my unicorn tattoo's coming off. Bummer. Oh no, they stripped. Yeah, it happens. They're Phillips head, and if you don't get all the crud out of the head of the screw, you can just strip that baby right out. And I think I go ahead and strip about 4 or 5 of these screws on the way out. So we're gonna have to actually get a hammer and a flathead and break this hub out. But yeah, there's 6 Phillips head screws holding this hub to the drum, and they have to come out. Then the tub cap has to come off, then the tub has to come out before we can even know if we can fix it. Well, of course I stripped every one of them. So now I'm gonna have to break it out. So what I'll usually do is just take my hammer and flathead and just break each one of these little spots and then rip it off. Pop, pop, pop all the way around with the hammer and flathead, and then I'll get my fork of the hammer and just rip this hub out of there. It'll break right off. It's pretty brittle stuff. A lot of times they're stripped if they've been changed multiple times too. Yes, it's a pain in the butt. Well, it looks like we have splines there, so not too bad. So now once that happens, we'll take the vice grips and get these screws out. But let's get the drum out now. Gotta pop the cap. Pop the cap. Whew. Oh yeah, the vampire got me only 2 miles. All right. Now, sometimes these drums fight you coming out, and that's why I have a jack and board over there that spans the inside of this, and we jack it out. But this one is so wallered, it might come out. Might. Nope. I thought I had lost my wood. This is a valuable piece of wood. It fits perfect inside. And there's my jack. Let's jack it. The jack came from an old S10, I think. The bit is an old broke 4-inch extension I just put on the grinder. And the wood, it come from wood. I just cut it. Man, I am so tired of the Whirlpool trifecta. I think I've done 3 already this week. Gosh, and it's just a lot of labor, a lot of time. But jacking this tub out is definitely a game changer when they're stuck, but be careful. You must be careful because this is dangerous. But yeah, they can definitely crack these top balance rings and all that stuff. So I'm gonna put some PB Blaster on it and let it sit for a second, and then we'll get it the rest of the way. Blast. There we go. Sometimes I'll even take and put a screw back in the shaft so we don't booger it up, and that gives us an extra inch or so of length. Okay, let's keep going. If you've made it this far in the video, I really appreciate it. You're probably neck deep in a Whirlpool or a Maytag trying to get the wobble out. But don't forget to hit that like and subscribe and share it with somebody who's got an off-balance washer, because this could be their issue. Bada boom, she's out. And look at that. You can tell the movement of that drum. Look, it was moving so much it was cutting it. Jeez. All right. Not too bad. So in this situation, I'm going to continue scraping gunk out of the splines. We only do the trifecta. Factory suspension rods, not cheap aftermarkets, they're trash, a basket hub, and a bushing. There's no reason to halfway do it. It's got to be done, and it's expensive because the suspension rod set from Whirlpool is like $125 for the set of 4. But it's the only ones we'll use because I haven't found any aftermarkets that were decent. So only use the factory. And it's about half the cost of a new washer, maybe even a little bit more. But sometimes we do it, sometimes we don't. Let's find out. A fella actually gave me this exact washer the other week, and he said, man, I changed the suspension rods, the hub, and the bushing down there, and it's still off balance. And I reached in there and pushed those suspension rods. I was like, they're bad. What? They're brand new. I was like, they're trash. I would only use the OEMs on this. Well, I wish I would have known before I bought a $800 washer, but got a new washer, and I appreciate the parts. So thank you for that. But yeah, the aftermarkets on these, nah, they ain't worth it.
Baby vice. Get these strip screws out. Right. Don't go too far away from 15/16 because I've been doing a bunch of these. There it goes. Pow pow. There we go. All right. Just give it a little tapping. Tap, tap, taparoo. Yeah. Put a little lube on it. There we go. I'm not gonna bore you for 5 minutes showing you how to do suspension rods. It's very self-explanatory. I do 2 at a time, catty-cornered. So like front left, back right, right front, back left, that way, so it stays hung properly. But like I said before, I have not found any good aftermarket suspension rods. So we only use these factory 11130362s. And then we'll grab the drum. And this thing is tight going back down, so you have to kind of make it go. I go almost till it bottoms out and then start putting my hub on there. There we go. Be careful tightening these Phillipses back down. You kind of want to go in a crisscross pattern like putting on a tire, but it's plastic and it's brittle and you can crack it. So don't go crazy with tightening them down, kind of tighten them slowly, because this basket bushing is tight on the shaft. It's not going to move as freely as the wallered out bushing. So you could see I kind of tapped it down, put some in, tapped it down, and then got to pushing on it and got it seated. Pop a cab. All right. Come on. There we go. Don't cross thread it. Of course, my bit's broke. There we go. Pow! Look at that rig. Pop the final cap. Pow! Now we have tight suspension and tight tub. All right, so I gotta get a drain hose and hook her up. All right, normal, warm, deep. All right. Sucker, looks like it did pretty good. They're all wet at least. You know, sometimes they'll be just, oh, there we go, it locked. See, it should shift and we should go in. There it goes. Oh, this is the PP rinse. Yep. It's gonna move them around and rinse them. Woo, look at that baby balancing and spinning good. That's what I'm talking about. The Whirlpool trifecta. It needs it all a lot of times. Bam, we'll clean her up and sell her. Alrighty, we are done. Done. Spun them out, no beating and banging. Okay, let's see. Left, right, 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 left, right. Flash mode. Codes. See if there's any codes. F0, E0, F0, E0. Nothing. So we'll cancel it out. If there was a code, that's how you clear it. Okay, let's get these clothes out and we'll run the recalibrate. Can't do the recalibration with clothes in there. Okay. Jumperino. Left, right, 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 left, right, left, right, 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 left, right. Flash mode. 1, 2, 3, 4 to rinse is recalibrate. Pow. Now it's going to do a bunch of dumb things, lock and wash with no water in it, and blah, blah, blah. But that's supposed to optimize the water level or some kind of junk. Anytime you change major parts, you should do it. So let's clean her up. See, what did I say? Then it'll drain and shift and spin.
Oh no, don't get my free gift Whirlpool wet. It ain't really that dirty.
So yeah, this was actually a customer's unit and I gave them the price to fix it and they didn't want to fix it. They said, you can have it, sad brush. So, I mean, being it was such an expensive repair and I'd already spent so much time on it, we might as well put some suspension rods, hub, and basket bushing in there. It was about a $350 repair, so I don't blame them for not wanting to get it fixed. And I mean, even then, we're not, you know, running to the bank with a whole bunch of cash on that repair. The parts are so expensive. The suspension rods are almost $150 for the OEMs. And the hub and bushing, I mean, it's a lot of work too. So, and I've already done, I think, about 4 this week. So, already spent a bunch of time on it. Oh yeah, I got to put the back screws back on there, but she'll be ready to go.
So yeah, we changed the suspension rods, the hub, and the basket bushing on this Whirlpool. It's a lot of work, but when that tub gets wallered out like that, that's our keyword today. Keyword, you put it down in the comments to let everybody know you made it to the end of the video today. Wallered out. Friggin' wallered. But yeah, it all happens, you know, suspension gets weak, puts a lot of play in that hub and in the tub, and wallers it on out. Puts a lot of wear on the inside of that sleeve there, that bushing. So, and we've tried those metal shims, but this is a fix. The shims are kind of a band-aid. This is a fix. So, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe. We're almost to 7,000. We're almost to 7,000 subscribers. That's crazy. We're on our way to 10,000 before 2026. Woo! Later, y'all. Have a great day. Trifecta. Trifecta. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Hey, it's better than throwing it away. Y'all have a great day. Later.